environmental progress is something that has been in our headlines for the past 30 years. This perhaps has been the slowest moving, probably because it takes more effort and time to move mountains. But that doesn't mean we haven't accomplished some very big things. We were able to save this community roughly $15 million on major environmental construction projects. $9 million by avoiding the construction of an unnecessary addition to our Big Hole River treatment plant at Feely, and most recently, we were able to leverage the support of the Governor and Department of Environmental Quality to bring a proposal before EPA that will save us up to $6 million on the construction of our new Metro wastewater plant. These came as a result of asking questions of accountability, shedding light on difficult issues, and then working collaboratively to find more practical solutions. That's a lot of savings to our citizens, while at the same time ensuring us clean water to drink and recreate for the future. And with the practical problem solving that included the Governor and his environmental staff on the Metro project, we're thankful and hopeful that we are headed in a new direction that will allow us to tackle the last of our Superfund issues in town. Again, these are just a few of the big things that we have focused on and been able to accomplish using the guiding principles of accountability, transparency, and teamwork. What lies ahead is every bit as exciting. Roads, planning and improvement. It's no secret that roads are something all citizens and businesses are concerned about, and so are we. For starters, last year, our Public Works road crews laid down over 7,200 tons of asphalt on our streets, nearly twice as much as the previous year. This year, the goal is to push it to between 10 and 15,000 tons. We're restructuring our roads department under the existing budget to add another seasonal crew that will allow us to do this. Public Works Director Schultz will be presenting a renewed and improved roads plan for your consideration in the coming weeks. Efforts have been very successful in forging relationships for a Montana Tech corridor as part of our new urban revitalization planning. This is going to be huge. The new Northwestern Energy building has been described as catalytic, and we are determined to leverage this project in that way to bring major additional investments in revitalizing our uptown. It's already happening. Using the information gained by participating in the Mayor's Institute on City Design and another plan that is underway to look at making our uptown urban center more walkable, bikeable, and parkable, we will begin rolling out a major initiative this year that will focus first on the Park Street corridor and eventually give way to improving the vitality of our entire uptown. This is a collaborative effort of many agencies and private partners, as well as our citizens and businesses. We also will continue our new economic outlooks and strategies for Butte. Last year, we embarked on a new philosophy. By investing more in our own local successful entrepreneurs, we can get better returns for our economic development investments. 6 companies completed our first phase of economic gardening. Based on enormously positive feedback, we're ready to go with round 2 of the program and are confident that our data will show outstanding returns on these investments when I give this report next year. Working with the school district, Murdy, Fat Beam, and others, and thanks to a generous contribution from the Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation, we accomplished the build-out of a 28-mile fiber loop, making Butte the first broadband city in Montana. Since that time, we're proud to announce that on July 1st, we will be teaming up with Headwaters RC&D and the Blackstone Launchpad, as well as the previous mentioned partners, to host a day-long Community Accelerator Masterclass for the governmental, institutional, and business leaders of our region. Here, we will develop a strategy to fully utilize and market our broadband to improve our community and economic outlook. There will be more announced on this very soon. And this past year, I also held 2 public listening sessions after Senator Baucus's Montana Economic Summit to discuss ideas for what Butte can do to better its own economy. Those sessions identified invaluable feedback from outside of our government, and one thing was consistently loud and clear. Butte needs to do a better job of telling its story through better branding and better marketing. Since the last gathering in January, Butte-Silver has been working with the BLDC to address this issue. With some great input and collaboration from some other community groups, a new brand will be presented to our wider community soon for the feedback of all. And eventually, we'll roll it out this year. It'll be a big deal. Another exciting announcement in conjunction with Headwaters and Blackstone is this September, Butte will host its first Startup Southwest Montana event. The Startup program is a successful model used around the country that gives local entrepreneurs mentorship and feedback on startup business ideas, culminating with prizes and continued mentoring advice for the best of the best. Nothing is more secure than investing in our own people and businesses, and that again is something we will continue. Construction-wise, there's already a lot going on right now with the new Emma Park Neighborhood Center and the Butte Justice Center, which broke ground just a couple of weeks ago. These 2 projects are only the beginning of over $100 million in new building construction to hit town over the next couple of years. And that's just the projects that we know about at this point in time. There's the 2 projects I already mentioned, the $25 million Northwestern Energy Project, the $30 million metro upgrades, a $30 million water treatment plant at Basin Creek, a $7 million parking structure in Uptown Butte, a $7 million airport terminal improvement, $10 million in Montana Tech's new Natural Resource Research and Development building, and we're looking forward to continuing our partnership with the National Affordable Housing Network to take on another $2 million in neighborhood stabilization housing projects in that time. Contractors and construction workers, start your engines. This is going to be big. Lastly, along the lines of working better together, I want to announce a few of the most important partnerships and initiatives that have been formed or will be formed and continue to grow in the next year. All of the new efforts planned and underway to diversify our local economy are exciting, and it's equally important to remember our roots. Mining is our namesake and will continue to give us the firm foundation upon which our city can grow. For the past several months, Butte-Silver has developed a good working relationship with Montana Resources that will cooperatively engage us more in our mutual best interests. We're codependent, and as such, we're making strides to develop a more cooperative relationship. Montana Resources has been very responsive and working with us towards solving and improving a variety of our community and local governance issues in the past year. Based on this productive relationship, we are now working with them to develop the first Good Neighbor Agreement, which will give us all a better understanding and ability to meet each other's needs. Secondly, I've talked a lot about goals and teamwork. And I think Mr. Gamrat may have mentioned some of this to the Finance and Budget Committee tonight. To that end, as part of our new performance-based budget and capital improvement planning, I'm pleased to announce that my office is going to work with the council and our citizens over the next month or so to listen to concerns and priorities in drafting a set of goals for our local government and what it should be focusing on in the next budget cycle. Starting in the next week, I and many of Butte-Silver department heads will be holding public listening sessions with our commissioners invited across our communities from Big Butte to Melrose. We will take that information and propose a set of goals that we hope will reflect what is important to our citizens and businesses in the upcoming budget. In closing, let's remember once again that we are all on the same team here. We all play different positions, but we're all on the same team. Sure, there will be times when one player doesn't agree with another and the fans will cheer and jeer which may distract us from time to time, but that isn't part of the game plan. In order to achieve everything we can, we need to stay focused on working together. Let's keep our eye on the ball, our heads in the game, and let's start racking up some wins. Thank you.